Hello everyone and welcome to the Beaglington-On-Sea Christmas Special for 2025. Yes, we're here down in Beaglington-On-Sea. Things are getting rather festive and we've got a full festive episode lined up for you. So, well, I think Alex at the desk isn't here yet. Smutpuss is here somewhere. But yeah, Alex at the desk isn't here yet. I don't know where he is. Last I heard, he was waiting on a boat in Wales. What on earth is that?
I made it in time for the Christmas special.
Wonderful.
I brought you a gift.
Well, that's brilliant, but if you could go and have a shave so we could get the show done.
Alright.
Right, anyways, roll the credits. Yes, welcome one and all to the Beaglington-On-Sea Christmas Special for 2025. We're glad you could be here with us. And now Alex the desk is back. I've got some things lined up. So, I've got some trains to run. I've got dear old Smutpuss here to knock things down. You can see there's decorations you'll probably see while you're here as well with us. And yes, so I've got a challenge for Alex at the desk. See, I've got two things that I want him to mend by the end of the episode. And I think one of them he's really going to struggle with. We'll get to that later. Yeah, Alex, why don't you show us what you brought back from Wales?
Yes, hello everyone. It's me, Alex the desk. And, well, I brought something back. It's a little boat that says fish guard. Scarcely bigger than the one I got home. So, yes, yeah, hello, Smudge. We're back here at the desk, and we'll find out what Alex has got planned for me, I suppose. But yeah, welcome back. You can see I've got things decorated here, and a little boat which can add to the harbour scene at some point. Just pop that down there. Yes, so welcome. I hope you've enjoyed my videos over the what's it called, Christmas festive period, and I hope to be entertaining you with the desk today. So I suppose we should head back to Alex and get on with the episode.
Right, so we're going to start by running some trains. Misplaced my candy cane. Yes, Smutpuss, did you eat it? No? Okay. Right, so I've got the Transcontinental Blue Train on the back, because that's always a fun thing to run. And then I've got the Retro Pug on the other main running line, not designed over those ones already, with the rocket coaches and the extra coach, the Prussian coach. Oh, Smutpuss! Oh no! He's just slightly demolished last year's footbridge. Oh. Never mind, Smutpuss. We can glue that back together. You throw the poor lady. The lady is now underneath the transcontinental train. So, right, let's try and rescue the lady. I think she might be safer in one of the rocket coaches. Now, Smutpuss, you've covered this train in here, and I have to re-rate it. Right, so we're going to start that off. So wait, come on. Right, that's on its way to set up the retro pump on one of these trains. I think this is fun. There we go. And okay, the Terrier is ready to get started off. The Southern Terrier is on Captain's CIE coaches, and it's going to go down the branch line. Really, the transcontinental train has returned to the station without its train. So we'll be
sending that back to where it came from. There's postman pack.
Right. Okay. Right, that's off.
That's off. We get the retropod going at least, please. There we go. Right. That is that one. Now, let's get some footage of those running. Go, Smush. Smutpuss, would you like to move so that the train can keep going? Seriously? Yes, well, good to open with a running session in true Beaglington style. After all, where would we be without cats demolishing scenery, tearing up ballast, and sitting on trains?
just the kind of things that happen down here in Beaglington-On-Sea. And obviously you saw the marvellous derailing Hackney's Genesis coaches. So my initial enthusiasm for them is starting to wear slightly thin. Because, I don't know, they just don't, I don't know, there's no compensation for uneven track work. But corners, points, mine just don't seem to go around them. I'm talking. So they're not great. So there is actually a guy I know on I think Instagram, and he was telling me how he'd removed I think his centre axles. So that's something I might do next year, just so I can actually have some running CIE coaches and not ones that derail all the time. Yeah, that's something that needs to work on. But now it's time to hand over to our man, who's not been here for a while because he was in Wales, but he's here, he's ready, and he's got a challenge. So I'm handing over to Alex because he's about to open something he's probably going to regret. Take it away, Alex.
Yes, I'm ready. Yes, ho. Yes, right. Please, I've got this thing on my desk, so I'll turn the camera around and we can see what kind of trouble I'm in. Yes. Anyways, so thank you, Alex, for this challenge, and we're going to see what's in here. So we've got something Great Western, and that's it. Right. Ooh. What was that? A screw. Okay. Right. I don't know if that's related to this at all, but there you go. Okay. There's no. I guess screw must go into there. Okay, what have we got here? We have got. That's very apt because I was in Pembroke. Pembroke Castle 4078. It's a castle class. I've got a castle class. Okay, there's nothing on this side and there's some glue there, so we need to get a new nameplate at some point for this. Do the wheels go round? Okay, the wheels do go round. We have some sort of connectors here, although one of them appears to be broken. Okay, there's no connector in there. What have you got me doing? Right, this is covered in dust and dirt. Okay, we've got some tabs here. So I could, in theory, hardwire it. That is, if the motor actually works. These wheels have seen better days, haven't they? What on earth has gone on there? The wheels all kind of chipped. Okay, it's a bit hairy, but you know, it's got. It's like someone's gunked or glued these traction tires on, but they are there, except for here. I don't know if I've got. I mean, I've got a traction tire, but I don't know if it's the right one. I don't know how this comes apart either, so right. Okay, so we've got a bit of a wreck, and we're gonna have to try and figure out how to connect this up permanently. Probably solder it together, I'd say. The tabs. There's obviously this system here. Somehow this is supposed to be attached to this. Does it slide up inside here? Something. I don't know. To be honest, I think that goes up inside there by the look of that. Because there's a bit hanging down. Yeah, that must go up inside there. And there must be a connector there that I'll have to pull out and solder back on. Right, I'm going to change cameras so the tripod's not in my way. Alright, that's better. So, we're going to test this by putting it on the track up above. And I'll touch this wire off of here. And we'll see if the motor goes round. We'll touch this off of here. Just trying to move it where you can see it, like, because these are plastic wheels, so obviously the power's only coming from here. Oh,
there is some life. Right, I've got some traction tyres. They're large diameter. Lima says they work with, but you know, they might work for this. So we can slide that connector back out, and then hopefully stretch this over the wheel. You've got little buffer bits on here. I've seen that before. Put that back on there, right. So we'll come back to that later on when I find the soldering iron. Now I've got a box of bits to look at. So this came from my friend Larry for Christmas, and he has actually sent a package of stuff, but Royal Mail have sort of, well, they sent it to Ireland, and Ireland said, no, actually, we don't want to take that, even though all the paperwork was filled out, and, you know, I'd have no problem paying the customs or whatever for it. Yeah, so I don't know where that is now. It's been returned, but it hasn't actually returned. But I have this package which he sent, which is some Christmas bits and late birthday presents. So I've got another one of these trains. To see one of these built on the railway. I'm going to have fun building that for myself. It might appear in a future video alongside the other one, because now I'll have 2 coaches and 2 goods wagons. So that's fun. And then I've got this, which is a birthday train. So that'll be another cool little bit to build. And then in here somewhere we have something small, which is a lovely sort of horse box. I think it might be a kit. There's no maker's mark on the bottom. Not that I can see anyways. So that's a neat little thing. Hopefully it goes around my Kato, curves, or whatever. There'll be a small few bits of detail broken off the bag, but nothing that can't be glued back on. Hoping to do some stuff with Uncle Ron, running some stuff, some other little bits of stock that Larry has sent me over the last year or so. So that'll be fun to do in the post-Christmas. And then there's something else in here which is really, really lovely, which I'm going to give to Alex to run while I haven't finished his Pembroke Castle, and it is this, which I don't know how I'll couple it because it's 3-link, so maybe I'll do some 3-link stuff during the next run of trains. But it is a Midland Railway brake van, and it's kit built, but I think it's actually like scratch built out of like wood. It's a wooden model. There you go, that's better. It's a wooden model, it's not a plastic kit. You know, it's got looks like brass buffers. It's got sprung 3-link things here, I think. Yep, they're lovely and sprung. And it's got wire handrails as well. So it's a really lovely model, and it reminds me of the brake vans that the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway used to have. So I've always wanted one of these, and I've seen the kits and stuff, but I've never got round to buying one. So that's a really nice model. Got a bit of track here. I can stick that on actually. See how it rolls. Well, it's a little bit stiff, but you know, it's going to be something nice to test out on the railway. So right, I'll hand back over to Alex because I've got to go away and find the soldering iron and everything. And I'll be back. I'll probably wait until near the end of the show, and we'll let Pembroke kind of see whether this can be our finale, whether it works or not. So yeah, right. Join me later when I have more stuff to do at the desk. Yes, thank you, Alexa. Glad you're enjoying your challenge. So, yes, welcome back to the second running session of this episode. And I have that LMS brake van from my dear friend Larry coupled up to the back of course, the Beatles train. So I've got JPGR, the locomotive, R. Starkey and Sons, JPGR, the van, Revolver, Sergeant Pepper's, 1966, etc. Then I've also got the Challenge wagon, Southend-on-Sea one, because it allows me to couple up a 3-link S.J. Moreland and Sons fitted wagon that then allows me to couple it to the brake van. And then I have the juice tank, the 040, on a mix of Sam's Trains and Hornby festive Christmas wagons, and an NCV brake van because it's nice and colourful. And then we're going to attempt to get the M7, because it's another southern themed locomotive, down to Mickwick Harbour, which may or may not work. So what I'll do is I'll set off these engines. So there goes JPGR, and where's tank? There we are. No trouble then. Smutpuss has gone for brunch, so hopefully we won't have too much trouble this time. Right, well, we're going to stop those trains there, so we'll stop the Beatles train, and here comes Ellen. We'll remember which controller that's on now, it's on the right knob. Right, there we are. So, some colourful trains there run, and the M7 is over there, has arrived safely at Mickwick Harbour Station. as for now, I suppose I'll hand over to our man at the desk, who's got some presents to open from me to him that have come from a certain Sam's Trains. So, let's head over to the desk now and have a look at what Alex has to open up at the desk. Yes, welcome back to the desk. And I've got this lovely brown package here, all the way from Nottingham or somewhere, ready to open up and have a look. So let's take the camera around and have a look at what I've got on my desk.
Anyways, so I've got here some really festive things. I think this is the right detail pack for it, because I'm not 100% certain. So we've got that there. That's the detail pack for that one, and that is a little card. And I think that's it. All these packing peanuts. They always come well packed. Right, let's have a look at what we have. So I'll open this one first. This is lovely red 16-ton wagon, and it's nice. I'm just gonna move the camera down. So I just brought the camera down there because I have obviously I have this, so it's like a scaled down version, if you will, of this lovely red 16-ton wagon. Although it's looking very, very vibrant on the camera, even like compared to the other one. So it's a lovely shade of sort of bright reddy orange. Put that wagon over there, like I'm handy. So yeah, it's a really nice wagon. Simple, obviously, 3D printed. Nice bit of fun, festive fun. So I'll put the detail pack and stuff on that in a minute or two. Right now we have got this wagon, and let's open it now. Inside we will find a lovely Christmas wagon from Sam's Trains, because these are from Sam's Trains, obviously. It's the Sam's Trains 1225 Taff Vale Letters wagon. So there's all your Christmas cards in there. The really nice load in there. There we go. We can take that out, and you can see the lovely detail inside, and you can see through it as well. And there we go. So that's a really nice wagon. And I actually have a grey one of these. I've got a whole box of like Sam's Trains bits to open and show off, but I just haven't had the time yet. And there's a nice little addition of these bits in the corner to hold up the load, which is quite cool. And the wagon itself actually feels fantastic. Like the level of detail on them is great. You've got these bits here with the rivets on and stuff. I'll bring it in close. There we go. So yeah, the detail on these is really good. You can see it a lot better there now. I think they're a really cool little wagon. Got metal wheels. Sorry, it's difficult to focus. I suppose having all these Christmas lights on doesn't really help that much. But yeah, it's got a nice sort of weight to it. Feels nice and robust. It feels like a proper, store-bought wagon, actually, which is, really nice, because obviously this is sort of like a for fun kind of thing. This feels much more professional, which is really cool. And you've got this load as well. That's the Christmas cards. So that slots in there, and I suppose you could swap it out for a coal load. Pretty simple with this one. We just kind of open our little detail pack. I'm not going to put all the little chains and things on, because I don't want to lose them on the railway, because the cat will almost certainly knock into it at some point and they'll go missing. And there are some little buffers in there as well to go on this end. Let's get those out. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. There we go. So we can pop that in there. And I'll put another one in that end. And so these are quite cool wagons, because they've got dumb buffers at one end and sort of proper
buffers at the other end, as per the prototype. We've got sort of a brake lever on this end that operates the gear that you can see running underneath the axles there. And then you've got the brake assembly there on that side that obviously pushes against the wheels. So I'll just get a bit of glue to actually have, I think, some super glue just here. So I'll just put a tiny bit in on the buffers there. If it would go in, it would be nice. There you go. And on my tweezers somewhere. There we go, that's one. Nice fit there. And we're going to go pop that one in there like that. There we are. So that's that, and that is that. And we'll just leave that to dry. And obviously we've got the wagon here. And it's the usual with these. You get a few different bits and pieces here. We've got our brake rigging, which goes in with there's a thicker peg that goes in one side. So probably a bit overkill on that, but I'm trying to squeeze the tube to get the very last of the glue out because I've only got so much. And that goes, they slot into locating holes in the chassis. They would do if I could line them up properly. That one's not going in for some reason. There you go. I think that's in. It's still rolling anyways. Same again on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we take our other bit of rigging, chuck it in. That. Glue the glue to my sleeve. Right, wheels are still turning. Do the buffers now, I suppose. Like I said, I never seem to get these quite right. Oh, I've stuck myself to the festive wagon. Ow. That one there. Perfect. 2 lovely wagons. And I'll hand over back to Alex, who can put them into a train or something and run them on the railway. And I'll see you back at the desk later on for another part of Alex's challenge, I imagine. Oh, wait, there's a Christmas card here. Oh, no, I'll give it to Alex. Yes, thank you, Alex. And I have the card here. And I have the wagons coupled to the front of this much longer presents train. As you might have seen in previous shots, there was more wagons on the central road here. They've been added to the train because we have some more powerful motive power. Yes, King Charles II, the Blue King, is now on the head of the presents train. And I'm going to open the card. So here we are. It says, Merry Christmas from Sam's Trains. And it says, thank you for keeping this train on the track. Sam's Trains Christmas card wagon, 103 of 200. So that's a very nice thing. I'll have to We'll have to pop that somewhere. We'll leave it over here somewhere. Or maybe I'll put it on the platform. I don't know. We'll find somewhere to put it anyways. There. There we go. For now. So yes, I've got some more trains to run. And the boiler's not working again. Surprise, surprise. So I've got the Blue King on the Presents train. I've got Bluebell, the B-class, on the Tipfield Buffet car, the exploding, not this time though, coach, because I'm not planning any explosions today, thankfully, and the Union Pacific caboose. And then on the branch line, we've got the auto tank and the auto coach. So hopefully that will make it down to be quick, but we don't know yet, so we will find out. So, I suppose without further ado, we better run those trains. So I'll just pop the king down over there, and we'll get the P-class off on its way. Let's give it a quick dust. Look down the house. Bluebell's up on our way, and then we shall get the king going. There we are. And then I suppose we'll come back and film the auto tank. Right, well, there's a slight issue here. We now have running issues on this section of track with the Bluebell. I'll try to clean the track and see if we get over that, but I'm not sure. And the king has decided it's just going to stop. There is power to this line because that engine goes, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. It must be something gone wrong with the king, so we'll have to find another engine. We've lost the diesel, we better just move out the way. You got it. Stop the runaway! Here he comes. Now which thing is that? Oh dear. No, that was the P-class I turned off. Let's do the branch. turned very wintry outside. Must be horrible weather. Right, well, the auto train has arrived over there, and Bluebell is back in the station. So I guess we can stop that there, and I'll have to recover the class 37. Yeah. Oh, big engines, eh? Always causing trouble. But now we're going to hand back over to Alex at the desk, who's got another challenge to do. And it's something that he'll probably enjoy repairing, and I will enjoy running if he manages to fix it. So take it away, Alex.
Yeah, that's right. We're back at the desk, and we're going to start on the next challenge. So, we're going to turn around here because I've got somewhere wagon with this thing in it. The yellow submarine. But I'll explain more when I turn the camera around.
So this is the Sam's Trains Grizzly's rocket that I've had for a few years, and it's been painted up as the yellow submarine because I like the Beatles, and it doesn't work too well. So I'm going to move the camera now and show you. So if I put the train on the track here, some of the time it'll get current, but it doesn't really. So it doesn't really work very well. Although it does work, it's a problem with the contacts. However, I got a Sam's Trains mystery box a couple of years ago, and one of the things that was in it was a spare Grizzly's rocket, and this one actually works much better than the other one. See, it's already moving. So my plan is to repair the yellow submarine by swapping the chassis. So I have the book that goes with it, and on my original one I think I had a young offender, and on this one I have a man with brown legs who is not one of the cast of these people. So basically it does say about, you know, cleaning and adjustment of the pickups, but mine don't seem to, you know, respond or whatever too well. So I'm going to see if I can just swap them out. So in order to swap them, I need to remove screws 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and just swap them over, supposedly. Right, there we go. He does it. There we are. Right. Now, that's our working chassis. So we have 2 of these. I'm not sure what's happened too much with the contacts on this one. They've just kind of come away, but I suppose they can be reshapen in future. So I want to put this one now into this body. Careful doing this so I don't break the propeller. Right, put that on. Take one of these screws, place it in. Right, this one. Now this goes on that. Right, Right, now let's do the same for the blue one. Just two of those back together, and hopefully they're going to work. So we'll just move this up here, a bit higher up even. Then we'll place them on the track, and we shall see whether they work or not. So this is the older chassis. Alright, and this is the newer one. That was a more spirited start, wasn't it? Not been run for a while. Let's try it the other way round. It often work better in reverse. Well, it might struggle with the hill a bit. Right, so let me try the other one like that. Oh, welcome for blowing away the dust on your railway, I suppose. It's this thing. Get out of the way, you. I'd say that's kind of a success. So I'm going to hand that over to Alex now, and he can try and see whether those will actually work anywhere on the railway. Perhaps we could get them going down the branch. So yeah, that's the yellow submarine, I would say, fixed, or at least it's running now. Right, I'll hand back over to Alex. Ho ho ho. Yes, well done, Alex. And I know that was a bit of a fiddly task with these little propeller blades, but hopefully that's going to work now. We're going to get it down to the branch, and I'll make sure that nothing sets off down there going that way. Make sure the points are set so it doesn't make anything else take off. So I've got that there, and I've got a train of chocolate and cream Mark 1s, people heading home for the Christmas holidays. Being pulled by the was it 8x3 thruster, and hopefully that's going to work because we've had a bit of trouble with the locomotive. That's in a nice festive red. And I have another festive red locomotive over there on our presence train, which I've shortened again because it's not a big engine. It's the London Transport Prairie, number 150, which is in a lovely red and yellow livery. And then, of course, we have the yellow submarine. So I'm going to get these going, and hopefully we won't have any issues. This is the thruster. Right, so far so good. And then, there we go. Right, they are both on their way, and I can't hear anything derailed. So that's good. I've been thinking that maybe I might run some sort of bus wires or something further around the railway to stop the voltage drop issues or whatever it is that's stopping the trains over that side. But that's a job for the new year. So yeah, I'll get some footage of those trains running, and we can see if the yellow submarine versus rocket can get to the car. Typical. Right, well, we're going to stop just there. Oh, that was good timing. And the ferry's just arriving back here now. And as you can hear from the whining that's over there, the yellow submarine made it in fantastic style to Midwick Harbour. So we can turn that off now as well. And if I go over here and turn it around, I'll see if I can bring it back. Just quickly now. So change the direction. Might need a nudge. I don't know if I get up the hill or not. It's going to come up here now. Well, it made it. It made it up the incline out of. Here it comes. Look at that. Oh, right into the scrap wagon. It's alright though. Seems to have stopped it without breaking it. Oh, that's so great. I love that. I absolutely love the Grizzlies rocket. Oh, postman's here. So the postman came and he brought this Christmas wishes. To Jay, Alex and girls, best wishes Christmas for the new year. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year from Helena, Sean and Pam. That's very nice of them. So we'll have to add that. We have a little string up in the front room where we put our Christmas cards. So I'll be putting that Christmas card up there. We'll find somewhere to put it right now though. We'll put it up there, make things look nice and festive over there. So I've got 2 Christmas cards on the railway now, which is great. So I'm going to set up for the last run of trains, which will be very interesting, because Alex is going to take over with the final part of his challenge, which is to get, obviously, Pembroke Castle working. And I don't know what he's going to do with it, like. But we'll see if I have it to run on the last run of trains. So for the last sort of main time here in this Christmas special, take it away, Alex. Yes, thank you, Alex. And we're back at the desk again. And, well, I've got my stuff ready, so we're going to get the soldering iron plugged in and see if we can get this train moving under its own steam. So the soldering iron is now heating up, and as you can see, Pembroke Castle here, the wheels are a little bit stiff, seem to be clicking on something, but I hope once I've oiled it, everything will be fine. On the bottom, it says Airfix Products Limited 1977, made in Hong Kong, and it has, you get the lighting to change, there you go, it has the Airfix logo, see it there where it's shiny on the bit just here. So yeah, it's an Airfix Castle class. It's also got a bit of damage over here, the cab window handrails are a bit damaged. Which is a bit, you know, it's just falling off my hand. Like, doesn't matter. At least it looks symmetrical now. So it's an more open cab design of Castle class. This one, but hopefully we'll be able to get it running. I've got to solder on this. It's a little bit broken here as well. I don't know, is that mendable, or if I'm going to mess with it, just break it even more. We need to get our tab out from inside of here. Where's that silver screwdriver? Right, so we're going to try and push it down. Get it out. Trying to break the coupling on the other end. Ah, got it. Right. Now, to make sure that when we insert these that they're on the right side, because that would be a bit of a problem otherwise if they're not. Hopefully we have enough wire here to tin. Let's pop our flux on the end of that. There. And a bit on there. Now we get our solder. And we'll just tin the end of that a bit. There we go. And then we can get our tweezers, pick up our tab, and try and solder that to that. that has to go behind this tab here. It's not easy, this. Right, that one goes up there. That one goes up inside there. You put it back to front, something upside down. But what was that one? Goes down, not up. Now they're connected, and now we can hopefully put it all back together. Tender body up. Seems to be working. Well, it's holding those in place, and it's not falling out, so that might just about do it. So we better oil these wheels now. Now, I suppose, it's the moment of truth. So I'll just move the camera up. Place this down onto the track. Okay, slight issue is that that's riding slightly too high. So basically, the connectors are not working very well. And I think the obvious solution to that is to remove them like that and try and get these reattached to the thing properly with some longer lengths of wire. So I've got some wire and got my solder. Right, so I've trimmed this wire a bit because it's too long. I'm just going to heat this up a bit and attach it to the other bit. I appreciate black tape probably would have been better, but I don't have any. It was blue or red. So I've gone for blue. Because why not? And I hope this doesn't get in the way of things. Now we need to shorten to the other wire here. I actually paused that while I was cutting some tape, I think, but I've actually managed to get it back together, I think, now. So now, we can just put it on the track and see if it works. And I really hope it works, because I get a bit fed up of soldering it now. Right, so ready for the moment of truth? I put the back wheels on first, and then Alright, something's not quite right here, is it? That's working. I mean, I don't know why the back of that's not sat down right. I don't even know how that fixes down, to be honest. Yep, okay. There's a tiny bit of power there. Get the tape back on. Let's get this thing together. There's life there. Okay. Tender looks a bit stupid, but she's rolling. Just bring that back and check now again. Alright. I would count that as a success. So, Alex, I think I've completed your challenges for today, because that is a working castle class from 1977. Right, so we're going to hand that back over to Alex, and he can attempt to get this to run on an actual train. Well, that was a spirited effort there, Alex, a Christmas spirited effort, and here it is on the railway. And whether it works or not with the coaches, I have no idea. So this will be interesting. It might just, hello Smush, you back from brunch? Yeah? Well, you're just in time for the last run of trains. So we're going to attempt to see whether it can pull the collet rake or whether it completely fails. But it should be running, but we're going to find out anyways. And then I've got the Network Southeast Class 8, Eagle or whatever it's called, on the Presence train, and Jerry the GER 040 on some teak four-wheelers, because I asked my partner what she'd like to see, and obviously that's what she would like to see. And it's a great selection, so I'm really happy with how it's turned out, because the Great Eastern green livery that we did on this 040 looks particularly festive with these coaches as well, and the Network Southeast livery is fantastic. So, are we going to try and get Pembroke Castle to work, Smutpuss? Let's give it a go. Okay, nothing yet. Well, she's away under her own steam. Not too sure about the centre axle on that tender. Seems to be giving a bit of trouble. But she has made it up the incline. She could have stopped at the top of the hill. No, right, well, let's get trains running. There's the Class 8 on its way, and we shall get some footage of these trains running. Oh, there we go, mind your foot. Okay, that was unexpected. Not entirely sure what's happened here. Is the are the footsteps too big for the platform edge? I don't know. Let's just try this now. Yeah. Okay. We might have to change this around a little. So we've swapped the Presence train onto the branch line. At least then we might get some presents delivered to Mickwick. And over here we have Jerry going to take some passengers on the main line.
Yeah, you're kind of sat in the way again, Spush. You're not a Christmas jumper. What are you doing in the Christmas jumper box? Hello, Smutpuss.
Right, well, the Class 8 took its presents down to Midwick, so everyone down there is getting their presents, and the fact controller's car's just been upended by a giant cat. It's time to stop the apparently working Pembroke Castle. There's going to be some smoke leaking out of that. Never mind. Oh, here's Jerry. We'll stop there. And that is it. That's the end of our running for the Christmas special. So thank you very much for joining us for another year of bugling around down in Beaglington-On-Sea. Of course, we've had a bit of Beyond Beaglington at the start of last year, Alex at the desk. Obviously, I had a really busy summer with the new baby and everything. And now, of course, we're here once again at the end of a Christmas special. So, what is there left to say? Well, obviously, at the start of the new year, I'm going to attempt to finish off some work on Midwick. Don't know if that will get filmed or not. I plan on going back to the Engage layout, getting it working, maybe doing some work on it, because I've got some rolling stock that I want to kind of show off on that, which will be quite fun. Obviously, Alex at the desk has been over in Wales, so starting in January, there will be a series of Beyond Beaglington from there. I'm not sure how many episodes it's going to be just yet. because we've been so busy. Everything is still, it's not been edited together yet. So yeah, oh yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? So yes, we're very, very grateful and thankful to everyone who has tuned in over the past year, and we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. So I suppose I'll hand over one last time to Alex at the desk so he can wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's a shame we didn't have the folks at News One Beaglington in this Christmas special. I know they usually like to participate, but I guess things must have been too busy down at the TV station. Maybe we'll see them in the new year. Who knows? But yes, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you out there.
Yes, thank you, Alex. And actually, there is one more thing. You see, Alex at the desk has been putting an awful lot of effort into things lately. Despite me getting a bit grumpy with him at times for not being here, we have all clubbed together to get him something. So I'll just hand this over to Alex. Here you go.
For me?
Thank you.
Let me come around this side. First, how'd you do that? Anyways, my name on it. Alexander, pack your bags. You're going to Disneyland Paris. It's my turn this time, is it? Oh, well, I suppose I could bring everyone else, I suppose. Well, I guess I'll be going back au français. I'm going to Disney World. Sorry, Disneyland, isn't it? Screw that meme up. Anyways, Merry Christmas.
You want to say goodbye, Smush? Yes, right. This really is the end of the episode now. So obviously I'm going to thank you again. Thank you to everyone who likes, comments, shares and subscribes. I hope you have a lovely Christmas with your loved ones, and hope you get lots of nice things for Christmas. Been a bit of a trying year, but hey, we're at the end of it now, and hopefully we'll have some nice model trains to run in the new year. Not that we don't already have lots of nice planes to run. You give me all the kisses. Yeah, what can I say? Yes, so this really is the end of the episode, and I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who likes, comments, shares and subscribes, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope Santa brings you some nice trains. I'm hoping for something at least. I think I've been a relatively good boy. So yeah, that's sort of what we've got here. I hope to play trains over the winter, and I'm not really going to be doing too much filming work, anything like that. Just gonna chill out and relax and enjoy the new baby's first Christmas. So with that, why don't you go rustle yourselves up a cup of tea, a mince pie, and sit by the fire and think Christmassy thoughts. But for now, from me, from Smutpuss and Alex at the desk, and everyone here down in Beaglington-On-Sea, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ta-ra. You gonna say goodbye? Oh, don't forget there's also the subscribe bubble and the link.